Okay, into the activity. So the first step is to take a moment, turn your attention inwards and see what sensations you can notice. I always find this much easier to do with my eyes closed. So I can feel a little bit of tension in my solar plexus. Also feel like a buzzing in my arms and chest. And my hands feel a little bit shaky. And see if you can notice the intensity of the sensations. Maybe just gauge on a scale of 1 to 10. So if 1 is not very intense at all, and 10 is extremely intense and uncomfortable, where do they sit on that spectrum? So the intensity of the sensations is probably sitting around a 3. Maybe between a 3 and a 4. So now we're going to take that tool that we learned in the previous video, and we're going to just take a moment to give ourselves a really gentle yet firm hug. A squeeze inwards. You can add a few deep breaths in here. Now, again, turn your focus inwards. What do you notice now? What sensations? What is the overall state of your being? So I notice that buzzing is reduced. I still feel that tension in my solar plexus, but I think it's linked to excitement. I'm about to go and get onto the squash court, which I love. So I think I'm getting prepared for that. And if I look at the intensity of the sensations, I mean, the buzzing is pretty much gone. But in my solar plexus, the sensation, the intensity of the sensations actually increased. So it's probably at a, sure, I'd even say a 5. But it's not uncomfortable. It feels quite joyous. And that's the practice. And so when you do this with your learners, you can maybe just ask them to find one sensation. Like start out with it being really simple. And even for yourself, getting to know and into the sensations and being able to name them and identify them, it takes a bit of practice. It's a skill that's learned and developed and continues to be developed. So go slowly and enjoy it. it really is an incredibly simple tool that's very effective.